meditation, and I'm talking about silent meditation that we do. I mean, somebody I think said even that is a doing something. But you're sitting in silence. You're not to do anything, no mantra, no mala, or no focusing, not even focusing on the breath. You just have to sit. Now, this is possible if I feel if there is an anchor. Just sitting by yourself, it may not happen. Because when you are coming for silent meditation in a group, the first thing that has to happen, excuse me, one has to relax, and that relaxation will not happen immediately. It's a process. First of all, one will have to feel safe, one will have to feel comfortable, one will have to feel, make friends with people around, get to know them. So it's a process. That's why I say people say, can I come for meditation? I said, you can come for 2 meditations. After that, either you have to be regular or you have to stop. Because this is a long process. We've been sitting here for 10 years, 15 years now. Yeah? And people now, the energy is like perfect. People are experiencing stillness. So what happens when you sit for meditation is you are giving time to yourself, to the self. In prayer, when we are doing japa or when we are doing a certain prayer, we are asking God for something. But when we are sitting for meditation, we are allowing God to do something for us. You see, we need to listen. That is the time to listen to God. Be receptive. So that's why we sit with open hands, no mudra or anything. We are in a receiving mood. So what is going to happen is that there are some of them in my group who are unable to shut their eyes. Why? For weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, they couldn't. We can't shut eyes. Why they can't shut eyes? Because all those thoughts which have been put down are going to surface like mad, because we are giving them time to, we are not doing anything else to avoid the thought. So it will come up. So we'll engage with it. Really look at what the thought is, what is the fear, what the imagination throws up, and people get restless, and fearful of don't know what is going to happen. So that is when the group energy then starts supporting, also to move out of that fear mood. So slowly, when the individual learns to relax, he allows the thought is coming, but nothing is happening to me. Even if it is a negative thought, I'm safe. Why I feel safe? Because there's everyone around and I can think about it and let it pass. So this threshold to cross takes time. So many thoughts come up. So that's why one tells them view a thought as if you are standing in the balcony. Be a witness. And you see the traffic going up and down. You're not going into the traffic. If you get into the traffic, there will be accident. So in the same way, you witness your thoughts, observe them, what is coming up, and whole lot of data starts coming up. And then you forget to watch the thought because you are so relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, everything is relaxed, thoughts are going, and you are just witnessing. So this silent meditation is difficult. People get bored. But bored, either they don't know what they are looking for in life. There's no goal, and there's no purpose. So they don't really know what they're sitting for. So this is very interesting. Unless suddenly they get, they come for meditation and they are so ready that they just get into stillness and witness mode, then it's possible. Otherwise, after 2 meditations, they'll say that kuch hota nahi hai, there's nobody to tell you anything, there's nobody to do anything, and they don't come. So one lady started coming the other day. She said, I told her, come little early so that you meet and get to know everyone. So she said, but is there going to be a discourse? I said, no, there's no discourse. You are going to be with yourself. That is all. And so in this process, once one gets to not even forget about the thoughts, one gets to relax and gets out of the fear mode that if I close my eyes, something is going to happen to me, or I'm going to lose my individuality, and just be in the moment. That is the time when they say that stress meditation is a stress buster. That is the time people fall asleep even. They are so comfortable. So this comfort level arises how? Because in this space, that space, they understand that there's no one to judge that whether they sleep or whether they lie down, whether they go down in their meditation. Nobody is going to criticize, or nobody is going to say you are snoring or you are disturbing us or something. You are just allowed to be yourself, and that is a very big stress buster, where you can just be yourself. You can say what you want, you can do what you want. It's accepted. So I think once that state one reaches, then one goes within. And then one goes within, one is watching inside what is happening, and then if one is this thought process starts getting clearer, understanding starts happening. It's a natural process. Well, maybe sharing, talking, whatever, our issues get cleared, and if perchance if somebody is following a technique, then that process hastens. So the technique will support you by throwing any data that is stored in, not related maybe to this life, but what has gone into the subconscious and is lying stored over there. Might not be the day-to-day living data. Certain things come up which one feels ki, what was this? You see? And then certain things surface which look like, because you are meditating, you're relaxing, stuff will start coming up. And that stuff which has been stored for a long time or dwelt upon, that thing changes form. You see, where the fear all comes in. Because to give you an example, one of my friends, she went to do this access bars, some course or experience. And she had come to see me. She tells me, Santosh, they said such a weird thing. I said, what? She said, they told me there's an entity in your stomach. Intelligent girl, huh? And so I said, whose entity? She said, they said my mother. So I said, it's believable, because she always had a stomach problem, lived with it. I said, as far as I know you, you have had not a good relationship with your mother. Actually, 2 women have come, it is mind-boggling. So I said, now, whatever differences you had with your mother, at every time, if you have been bringing it up, the thought also keeps changing. The same thing, but you are looking at it in a different way. The thought has got convoluted. So it's become a form. It's a thought form which is obstructing a certain part of your energy flow. So now that you know, please resolve it and forgive her, and you forgive yourself. This was one. Another girl, lady, when I'm saying girl, in the 40s or 50s or something like that. She came, I hadn't met her for about 15, 16 years. One day she landed up. She tells me, give me a mantra. I said, we don't give any mantra. What's wrong with you? You know that. She used to come to Guruji. She said, no, and she started talking. She came at about lunchtime. I let her talk. Same thing about her relationship. I am surprised that children grow up with such negative relationships with the parents, And I allowed her to go on talking. So she said, my mother's even gone now and all that. And I forgave her. I said, I don't think so, because you're still talking about the same thing, So it became 5 o'clock. So I said, okay, just to make her quiet, I said, let's sit for meditation. Both of us will sit for 20 minutes or 2. So we sat here. I sat there. She sat opposite me. After the meditation, I asked her, I said, what was your experience? She said, no, I don't think I had any experience. So I said, I'll tell you what I experienced. I experienced that you bent down to touch my feet and something fell out of your body, your head. She says, what fell? I said, a child with a deformed head. You dropped that over here. So please go relaxed now and forget what relationship. Probably as a childhood she had a thing and she was still cribbing over it. And forget it, because you're unnecessarily storing all this negativity in you. So what can happen in meditation? Because you are relaxed in a certain company, you are off your guard. Certain centers of the brain will open up. And what is stored in them as thoughts, which are actually thought forms, they start surfacing. That's why we say be a witness. allow them to come out and finish off. Don't engage with your thoughts. You see, you don't know. I'm telling you, every word has a form. It's 100%. You can close your eyes, think of anything, and you'll see a form. So if in a small room, if you are going to put 200 people, what will happen? They'll flow out into the passage or into the stairway or into the, so your whole, there'll be unease. You see? And what happens is that, I suppose I might be going a little away from meditation, but our bodies, the physical body is on a certain grid of a subtle body. Now the pranic energy is running through the subtle body, which supports the physical body in the form of blood. In the physical body it turns blood. But the pranic energy is flowing into the subtle body through the nadi system, etc. And that energy, which is the finest of finest, this call it a Akash Tattva or the ether. So that's why we call it the etheric body through which the life force is flowing. So when we are constantly dwelling on a negative thought or resentment or some such data, that energy starts thickening. You know, after all, it is, you can say it's oil based. So as it starts clogging, and that nadi starts getting blocked. With the result, prana is very little prana is flowing through that. And once that happens, that area related to the physical body, the blood flow will become less, because the blood will probably start clotting there or something. So disease starts setting in. You know, so it's best to meditate. They say while we are meditating, half of our karmas get cleared out. So this is the process, because the energy starts moving better and it starts activating certain centers, and all negative data starts either being dissolved or thrown out, or this. And then that is what happens once you are in the process. You are relaxed and sitting, and the consciousness, because the anchor who's anchoring the meditation is a free flowing channel. So the anchor is not doing anything. This is, I'm talking about our householders who are conducting these meditations. The anchor is free of thought, free of body consciousness. So is the consciousness that is flowing through that, the higher consciousness through that form, and knows exactly what is required by each person sitting here for meditation, and will do its work accordingly, as long as that body, mind or individual is receptive, is not lost in the thoughts, or is not doing Ram, 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 or is not thinking of something else. Otherwise the energy will just pass. If it's receptive, it will receive it, and the energy will start doing its work. So this is what is silent meditation. It allows, and it's a process of cleansing yourself, and cleansing that we say that the person is looking so much better, so much relaxed, his aura is now brighter. So that clearing starts happening.